You guys are the top team in the NHL at home. Washington, the top team in the NHL on the road. Imagine, not just for that reason, but kind of an exciting game tonight for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. We know we got our work cut out for us, playing one of the best teams in the league, and it's exciting. They got a good team over there, and we haven't been too happy with our game as of late, so we know we got to bring a full 60 minutes tonight.
Knowing the big weapon they have on the power play in Ovi, imagine going from last game to this game, a big goal has to be cutting down on the minor penalties.
Yeah, for sure. What was it, 7 or 8 last game? Just they kept piling on. So, we definitely have to be more disciplined, keep our sticks down, and for me, keep the puck in play. So, he's a threat out there. He's one of the best goal scorers of all time, so limit the chances.
For you and for Darce, you guys both played for that team last year. Obviously, a couple guys on Washington, Royce and Dubois, who were here last year. Is there a little bit extra when you do play against a former team?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, me and Darce, we still have buddies on that team, but you always want to beat them. You want to beat your former team, and especially when you have some buddies over there, it's just extra bragging rights. So it's an exciting game for us too.
A game like the last one, when the team takes so many penalties, what kind of toll does that put on the D corps specifically? As your time on ice continues to increase for you and for other guys, that those minutes go down. Yeah, no, those are weird games for sure. Obviously, the first unit PK, those guys are usually drained after those games, and then you have the guys that aren't on the PK, and they're kind of in and out of the game all game. They don't really get in the rhythm, and it's tough, but I thought we did a good job of staying with it. Those guys that didn't get the minutes, they stuck with it, and we had Mikey play almost 30 minutes, so definitely some guys dug in, and we grinded it out.
Over these last 3 games, we've kind of seen the setup on the back end we thought we would see back in September, like you with Clarkey, Gavin Spenny, and then Mikey and Dewey. Does it feel like you guys, forwards and D, have kind of found maybe the ideal alignment for you guys with the 12-6?
I think so, yeah. We obviously switched the lineups, but then we also simplified some aspects of our game, so we're all on the same page. I think there's a little dip there the past couple of weeks, but the coaches, we had a good meeting, and we kind of simplified a few things, and we're still trying to figure it out, but I think the past 2 games, it was a step in the right direction. But for us on the back end, it doesn't really matter who we play with. But, yeah, these pairings have been working well.
I feel like I do have to ask you again about one of your former teammates. Ovi comes into tonight's game kind of chasing history. For you guys, the opponent, what's it like to play against a guy like that in this situation? How do you slow him down?
Try not to, it's got to take his shot lanes away. But, we were just happy that he wasn't 1 or 2 goals away from the record before he came here. So just limit his chances, play him hard. He's obviously one of the best players in the world, so he's gonna get his opportunities, but less is more.
From your point of view as a defenseman, what have you seen from Andrei Kuzmenko over his first few games and kind of the gifts that he certainly has in the offensive zone?
Yeah, he's a little speedy guy that creates lots of plays. He likes to have the puck on his stick in the O zone, and I think he's meshing well with Kopi and Juice right now. So it's nice to have another righty in our lineup, guy that likes to shoot the puck and make plays. So it's been a good addition.
Getting this optional practice in this morning, how are you feeling going into tonight's game?
Feel great. Yeah, we had an optional yesterday and optional this morning. We got some big games ahead, so the coaches want us fresh. So everyone's feeling great.
Have you blocked Ovi's shot on the power play on his one-timer, or does it feel different?
I think I have, yeah. Doesn't feel good at all. No. But I feel like the way PKs are these days, there's less block shots with one-twos. Back in my St. Louis days, us defensemen, we used to just sit there and eat one-timers like it was breakfast. So don't have to do that quite as much now. There's more pressure and less time. So if we have to, we'll block it, but definitely very few.
Does his shot have a different dip to it, a different look? You score 900 goals?
Just talking to the goalies, they can't even read it come off his blade. And, if it's a rolling puck, he'll still hit it, and it might drop a foot, the old knuckleball. So, goalies have a tough time with that. For us defensemen, we just try to put our body there and hope it hits us.
What's your communication like with a goalie in that situation, specifically when the guy shooting the puck is number 8? But in general, what's your communication like with the goalies there?
Well, for the most part, I think us defensemen, we take the far side of the net away and give the short side to the goalie. Other than that, we try to let it hit us. I mean, when it's a guy like that, there's not much you can do.
Last one about Ovi, I promise. For players around the league, is this record like the most goals scored in NHL history? Is that a record that NHL players are good? My goodness, this is incredible what's happening.
Oh, big time. I think everyone in the whole league is excited for him. But like I said, we're just happy. Hopefully it doesn't happen against us. But it's pretty cool to watch. Seems like every night he's potting one or two. He's just not slowing down. So for his age, and he's played 20 years, like it's pretty incredible to see. So I think the whole league, the whole hockey world is just counting down the days till it happens, because we all know it's coming.
They've been asking defensemen for 20 years how you slow him down, and still asking, and there's no answer, right?
Yeah, we'll find out when he retires.
Yeah.